the situation on our northeast, the situation in Bangladesh, the situation in Myanmar is as dangerous, if not more, than the situation on the border with Pakistan. It is just that the situation on the border with Pakistan gets more attention. And very few people know what's happening in Myanmar, what's happening in Bangladesh. I want to bring one more point to your attention before I bring in Dr. Sriparna Pathak. Dr. Pathak, the other point I wanted to make was, of course, there are long-standing conflicts there in the parties there between Sheikh Hasina and others, and there are long-standing ethnic conflict in Manipur as well. But in Manipur too, following a court order, it suddenly sparked. There was instigation. The other thing was there was equal use of social media. There was the instigation by political parties in India as well. And it was made part of a narrative. Only thing this happening in Dhaka and that happened in Manipur, so it was a bit removed from the capital of the country. Otherwise, modus operandi, toolkit viewers, is the same. One more point, and everyone on, you'll be surprised at what I'll say next. Viewers, it is my information that America likes to put its people as finance ministers and prime ministers in different countries with the deep state. We all know that the last, I think, finance minister of Pakistan was known to be a plant of the Americans. I'm told he had dual citizenship. In Bangladesh's case, Muhammad Yunus, who's otherwise a great guy, banker, is being seen to be America's choice for prime minister or finance minister or foreign minister. If that happens, they will have more say. The foreign hand, in my view, is very real. I'd like your take on it. What's happening there, Dr. Pathak? And viewers, please, please, please closely watch what is happening in Bangladesh and pray we never allow something like this to happen on our soil ever. Dr. Pathak.
So you're absolutely correct when you say that there's a certain toolkit which is operating over here.
Yes.
And you know it's the exact same thing that's happened in Manipur, which is happening now in Bangladesh.
Yes.
A lot of this whole incident was sparked by social media. As you would know, that the protest began on university campuses.
Correct.
The youth or Gen Z is attuned to what's happening on the internet.
Yes.
If one can capture the internet and churn out certain narratives, it works for the deep state.
Very quickly.
In the case of Bangladesh, for the US, of course, having an independent or a very strong leader who pushes for her own nation first does not really work. They would rather want a lackey in South Asia.
Yeah.
Similarly for China also, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, both for the US and for China, the rivalry in South Asia is not between US and China. The choice is between India and China. So which is why China would not like India, of course. And now, because US is not one of the two choices in South Asia, it would want to destabilize India. So there's been foreign intervention from both the sides.
Yeah.
If you track social media, you will find all sorts of India Out campaign, starting from last year, which were primarily pushed out by Chinese handles, then picked out by the opposition in Bangladesh. US, the lesser said the better. They've already said that, Sheikh Hasina herself has said that if there would be, she had said that if there was a certain white man who had said that if, he would allow her to have a certain base, it would be easy for her to come back.
When he said there's a certain white man, viewers, let me clarify. Sheikh Hasina was saying that the Americans want her to hand over a St. Martin's Island 9 kilometers from the coast to build a huge American base. That's what she referred to as the white man. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So this is what their intention is. We're watching this closely. I don't want some of our panelists to jump, but just remember which Indian politician went and said, Western democracy, save me. Cambridge Analytica, save me. Americans, save me. British, save me. Save our constitution. And followed it up, Abhijit Chawda, by saying, we are not even a nation. We are some kind of a negotiation. The Americans would love that line. They would love that line. They hate nationalism outside of their own borders.